Vinny Caravella.
Alex Navarro.
Are you ready for some football? Football. It's football season almost, Vinny.
Football. I'm ready for some football.
Football season has not yet begun, but Madden season is now.
Does Madden season ever end?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say there's
Madden season ever end.
I know, sadly.
Ooh, that guy.
This is Madden NFL 15.
And you are like a football strategist. You're an expert in the field?
I would not call myself a strategist or an expert. I would say I am an enthusiast.
Okay.
I am engaged with the NFL brand.
Okay. How did that work out? Where'd you propose?
I joined the conversation somewhere via hashtag.
Okay.
Hashtag.
Great. You're
are you ready for some football?
Okay.
And then I ran out of characters.
Okay.
So yeah. This is Madden 15. This is out not just yet, but it will be out this coming Tuesday. And this is the opening sequence to the game. Like this is the first thing that pops up when you turn on the game.
What's even happening here?
This is an imagined scenario, an AFC divisional championship game.
Let's hear what this guy's saying. I missed it. You're playing.
He said football. All
right, so it's an imaginary.
This is imagining a championship game coming up here in the next season. There's my, me catching the ball. And this is supposed to just kind of get you right into the basics of playing the game, assuming perhaps you have not already played before. And if you already have played before, this is a very quick sequence, so it does not take very long.
So this is all made up. This never happened.
This hasn't happened yet. This game that they are presenting here has not yet happened.
Versus the Sea Monkeys is not a real thing.
No.
But you're playing.
But I am playing.
So
looking across the middle, makes the reception.
Fake football.
Yes.
Fake football scenario. Real playing.
Very real. The realist.
And you're losing.
So I've had, I'm going to say, I've played solid like 8 hours or so of this game on various platforms. This is the PlayStation 4 we are playing on right now. I've also messed around with the Xbox One version a little bit.
What are the Madden, how deep do we go into the video game, the console roster here with Madden? Because Madden was always kind of a holdout, I feel like, for last gen.
Yeah, and last year's game was definitely like when the versions they put out on Xbox One and PS4 were not in any way all that impressive, really. They just kind of were there. And there were versions of the game they released on the 360 and the PS3. This is them definitely kind of hunkering down a little bit and focusing on the newer platforms predominantly. It is a lot of visual upgrades. There are some mechanical things that have changed as well. That said, my feeling is that this is not so much of a big step for this series as it is them just kind of refining a lot of little things, which is not a bad thing. But it is not necessarily a huge leap forward.
Well, so, all right, I don't mean this in any kind of like a pejorative, but would you say this is the definitive version of last year's game?
That's not a bad way of putting it.
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh, he doesn't look happy.
No,
He's oh man.
He's a Seahawks coach.
Holy cow! Is that an actual likeness?
That is Pete Carroll.
He's
that is
steely-eyed, like.
Oh yeah.
Holy cow.
That is the way of things for Pete Carroll.
He looks rugged.
He's a 9/11 truther. I don't know how you feel about that, but
hey man, keep your politics out of my football.
No, I know. There it is.
Whoa. So he knows the truth.
Terrible. Yeah, he absolutely knows the truth behind it. He thinks the government was behind it.
Okay. Wow. And they gave that man an army of football men?
Well, he won the Super Bowl last year, so apparently it worked out.
Oh, man. You saying it's all related?
Yeah, it's all in there. Seahawks won the Super Bowl, 9/11, the Kennedy assassination. It all ties together.
Jeez. Inside one of the Super Bowl rings, you twist off, and Nick Cage comes and finds like a secret diamond in there. And
then Jay-Z throws up the Illuminati sign, it's a whole thing.
Is that in here?
No, Jay-Z is not in here.
Okay, but is that whole subplot in here?
No, not that I found yet.
Crap!
Yeah.
Next is always next year.
All right, so let's you and me jump into a game here.
Sure, and then
so I can show you some of the stuff they have actually changed.
Yeah, I would love to see what has changed because that's me every year. I have like an Excel doc with new features and stuff like that. So, is this menu new?
Not really.
Okay.
No, the interface has been kind of the same for a while now, and it's definitely not my favorite part of this game.
Where there are always 2 Ds in Madden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
That's right,
that is John Madden's name.
I just want to check, make sure we're on the same page here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be home team here.
Gonna be the Jets.
Yeah.
Here, I'll be the Giants. We'll have a little New York versus New York action.
Oof.
So actually, there they are.
All right, this
New
looks
York
like a pretty
Football
even,
Giants.
Even matchup.
Oh yeah, no, they're both not very good teams.
Okay, so I have been on the San Francisco sports team, and usually that means that we don't know what the hell we're doing.
Right.
The New York sports team, I feel like maybe with you being an enthusiast, you might be able to help me out here a little bit. Do I want to go skill level pro, or do I want to change that? You are skill level pro.
I think pro is a pretty decent base level.
Okay.
Rookie is really easy.
What is this actually? Is this controls or?
I think it's just difficulty.
All right, so then let's go.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
I picked pro, so that's
All right, let's even this up. So it's basically like in fighting games, it's the stars.
Right.
We're both at 3 stars.
like I can play games on all pro. I
Yeah.
don't necessarily prefer to.
Okay.
But I think that's how a lot of the ranked online matches are. So.
6-minute quarters.
Oh yeah, well we don't have to play a full game. I just kind of want.
Oh, I see. If you want to duck out early, man.
Yeah.
If you're getting trounced. I see.
Yeah.
Now you got an out.
Well, again, I'm just trying to show you. What's
Okay.
happening
I
this
see what's
year's
going
game.
on.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That is Jadeveon Clowney, who was the #1 pick in the draft this year.
This year.
Yeah,
2014.
in 2014.
Okay. Who's that?
A Dallas Cowboy.
I'm gonna ask you every player.
Yeah, I don't know the names of every NFL player, Vinny. I know
that?
the ones that I pick in fantasy football.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay.
I can remember the names of the guys on my favorite teams and the guys that are on my fantasy teams.
What is your favorite team?
I've been a Pats fan for a number of years,
Okay.
which is not to say they're the only team I root for. Growing up Bay Area, I certainly have a fondness for the 49ers. I've always had a fondness for the Seahawks, if only because I have a friend who was a Seahawks fan for many, many years.
Got it.
And he was the most sad sack and put upon football fan of just like,
What does that mean?
well, every year, they would
Oh.
start to do something. He'd be like, yeah, they're going to fuck it up. And then
Oh.
they did. Up
sounds
until
like-
last year, it was just a sad thing to be a Seahawk fan for many, many years.
That sounds like sounds like Jets fans, isn't it?
Yep.
My brother's a big football fan and a big Jets fan. I think he kind of went like, is this me?
Yeah. So here's a quick change right off the bat. This
Yeah.
kick meter is different now. Before, it did not have these 3
Yeah.
colored things that kind of show you where it'll go depending on the amount of power you give it.
Oh, interesting. Oh, a little more
And
feedback.
that is a really smart change because there's not a lot you can do with kick meters. It's just, hit the button, hit it at the right time, make it go powerful or not. And sometimes there is actually
truck stick. Oh
that's
boy.
you don't want to do that. What
Okay.
you just did there, you didn't want to do. It's hard to know, like especially when you're punting, what level of power, what the direction you want to go in, that kind of stuff. And that little bit of feedback is actually super useful.
Sure. Okay. This looks pretty good.
Yeah.
What is he doing? A wiggle, man.
They have definitely upped the resolution on the players and
Yeah.
their skin and all that kind of stuff. It is. I still don't love the player models in these games. They, to me, have always just kind of looked a little bit bulky in a way that is not human.
You're saying football players shouldn't be that bulky?
Yeah. Now,
They're like Unreal Engine people.
yeah.
All right.
So
we
you're on
just go?
offense. You
Yeah.
just go. Just do the play.
Okay. How do you hike?
Okay. So did you see
man.
that little thing that came on my dude? Like a little icon appeared above him.
No, I totally missed
Okay.
it. But I'll take your word for it.
So at the snap now, if you were playing as a defensive lineman or a linebacker that's blitzing, you have the ability to jump the snap, which
Oh.
you do by just pressing the R2 button on the PS4 here at the right time.
Are you just kind of taking your chances and won't get called? Or are you saying jump the snap like as soon as he goes?
Like basically, you're going you're
Okay.
hitting the timing as
So you're
best
not-
as good as you possibly can.
You're not doing any offsides. You're just getting there.
Well, and so that's the trick, is because the offense can sometimes pretend like it's going to snap, and then you have to be cognizant enough not to jump.
okay.
Because if you hit it before that
That's
time,
new?
you will jump. That is new.
That's cool.
That is a cool thing. There's a lot of little subtle differences in the defensive stuff this year. Like when I'm playing a defensive lineman,
Okay.
like once you get the play going.
Okay, seriously, how do you snap?
That's it. So you see how the X was appearing above my defense? That's not what you wanted to do.
I wanted to lay down.
Yeah.
Take a little nap back there.
That was some good ass football there, Vinny. But so like that, there's a little icon that appears now that tells you whether you should be doing like a finesse move or a power move to get past a blocker.
It's always on. It's always on. This stuff looks all right. It's always on the top of your player controller.
Yeah. So, and that's a thing you can turn off if that is too much feedback for you. If you don't like it, you can just turn that off. I have certainly
Enjoyed it
because it has helped me understand a little bit better what kinds of moves I should be using when.
Yeah. Try and catch that.
I'm going to.
Try and get that football. Hey-ya!
Ugh.
He's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
How's the commentary?
Repetitive.
That's real video.
Repetitive.
Okay.
Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have pretty decent chemistry with one another, but the number of actual lines of dialogue is not great, and some of the lines are wrong.
What does that mean?
Like there are situational things where it's like, this thing that he is saying is not at all what just happened on the field, and that's not great.
Oh.
Now this play calling menu is also new.
Yeah, this looks different.
So it used to be that if you wanted suggested plays, there was the Ask Madden thing, and you could just, it was like a very limited selection.
What?
What they've done now, which I'll show here when my stuff pops up here in a second, is they've included like a bunch of different options. So like, these are community suggestions based on what people in the Madden community have done in these kinds of play type situations. Yeah, so you can see these little percentages and statistics there. This is just like situational stuff within the game, like here's what this team tends to do, here's what other teams tend to do in this situation. And then there's also like other little suggestive stuff you can turn on and off there. It's a lot more granular and a lot more analytical than what they've done like typically.
You can see on my defense here. Oh, sorry, I missed it.
Yeah.
One was like, it's 48% effective. It's 50% effective most
Keep in
of the time.
mind, they don't have a lot of stats to pull from yet because this game is not out.
So like when I keep on like fake field goaling on 4th down, I'm gonna blow it for everybody.
Pretty much.
Hey,
wide open.
Oh, but you were out.
Nope. Nope.
So your shoes they were outside.
Nope. My feet were down inbound, so I got the catch. Sorry, Vinny.
No, it's okay. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Let's. This one is 53% effective, so this should work. So how do you do the blitz or the snap on the?
Okay, so you're currently selected a defensive back. So if you switch to a defensive lineman or a linebacker.
Okay.
When I snap the ball, you'll probably see that R2 button pop up.
Oh, that's fast.
And you gotta hit that timing like right away.
Okay. And that'll pop up when I fake when you fake snap when you
if I'm faking the snap, the icon won't, but the camera will start to snap back in a way, and you'll see.
That's cool. It's a little more gamey. But,
yeah.
That's all right.
I think it's gamey in a way that makes sense.
As we talk about all the time.
All right, let's. This is. Yep, that's the one. It's the one I was looking for.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
That's the one.
The Jets.
Oh, a zebra, huh?
Yeah.
Shit. No! How'd you push your way out of that?
Beyond the markers, it's a first down.
Nice.
Good sweat.
Yeah, and those are where a lot of the visual touches are. Like you can see like pretty much every blade of turf on the ground. You can see like the uniforms get dirtier.
Yeah. Like over the course of the game.
Yeah. You'll see like a bunch of gunk start building up on your uniforms as you get knocked down more and more.
Get grass in the helmet.
And I think the animation in general is better, though there's still a lot of weird stuff where like guys will bunch up against one another in a way that is not.
Yeah! Oh my God! You're fired from football. That's illegal. You can't do the dancing, right?
No, you can do a little dance. It can't be in a
shuffle?
big extended thing, and you can't like verbally taunt other players, which I think is fair.
You taunted me with your hips. Your sassy dance.
Well, that's Victor Cruz. That's his actual like touchdown. He has his signature touchdown dance.
Okay. Is it what is it called? Is it have a name?
He just dances. There's a little salsa dance.
The Giants with the PAT to come.
What? You didn't go for it?
No. All right, you want another shot on offense?
Of course.
Before we move on to the next thing?
No, hey, man.
We'll play a full game against one another. I just wanted to kind of jump out and show some other stuff here.
All right, sure. Why don't you jump at me? I'll learn a thing or two, and then we can come back and continue.
You want to jump out of this? All right,
yeah.
Let's jump out of this. I'll show you some of the other mode stuff that's going on. Whoops, that wasn't what I meant to pick.
How is the interface stuff in this?
I hate it. I've always hated the Madden interface, especially the last several years of it. The menus are not super easy to dig through.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like aggressively hard, but it is little things that are harder to find and figure out than they need to be.
I feel like we've kind of I also just glanced at sports games over the last couple of years.
Sure.
And sports games menus have just kind of gotten
up their own ass a little bit.
Holy cow! Like
yeah.
So many things. Like where it's just like one player, two player, or exit.
Okay, so let's just jump through a few different things here.
Okay.
Let's start with the skills trainer, which I'll. Do you want to play the skills trainer, or would you just like to see it?
Oh, let me watch the skills trainer.
Here, I'll be I don't know, the Rams or something. Get some different teams in here.
I used to have these really cool sheets. Remember that they had the plushies for all the NFL teams? They were like little mascot plushies. Yeah. I had sheets with all of them on it. They were really cool. Hung it on my wall. Stapled it to the wall.
I didn't really have any like sports merchandise as a kid. Like I had a couple of jerseys, and that was about it.
Huh.
Like I was never really big into the idea of posting like players on my wall or team stuff on my wall.
Even like no baseball players or anything?
No, not really. I mean, I was into baseball for exactly 3 years when I was like 9 until I was 12.
Okay.
And then I kind of fell off. So these are a series of different types of drills that will kind of explain the different aspects of the game.
He doesn't look happy with whatever you're doing.
Yeah, he's pretty mad. Let's try a strategy drill. Why don't we not? So, some of these are real basic, like here you have to successfully tackle a guy using this mechanic, or you have to, stay like use running moves to get past a linebacker. These are probably a little more complicated. These are like specific situations in the game.
Okay.
I have to get, a first down in 4 plays here.
Little challenges.
Yeah. And doing these earns you stuff that you can use in the Ultimate Team mode, which I'll probably jump into here next.
You did it. Oh,
I did it.
Okay, now what?
Now I just have to do it 6 times to prove that I've learned how to do this.
Okay. Have you found this stuff challenging?
Some of it is. Some of it is also pretty easy. It just kind of depends on how good you are at some of those mechanics. Like for instance, running back moves, I am terrible at like the timing of. I always feel like I'm perpetually behind and not able to get what I what I want to do out in time.
Okay.
So that's a little harder for me. But some of the stuff like just passing routes and some of the basic tackling stuff is pretty basic, pretty easy.
I wish they would. I wish for this stuff they had like scrimmage jerseys and stuff. Like.
Yeah, like someone's red shirted, so you can't hit them.
Yeah, or just even like okay, hey, we're gonna play against ourselves. We're just doing practice here. Like
right.
These other dudes on the team.
Nice.
In high school, when we had a game, the guys that didn't get to play would play. I think it was like the off week or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Bye week.
Yeah. They would play that week. All the guys that were kind of benched would just play, and then all the starters or like the guys who played a lot, we'd have to do the chains and stuff like that.
Right.
And
so did you play when you were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was co-captain. Mostly because I was a big kid, and I was pretty fast, and I was a big, fast lineman.
Oh, okay.
And for that age, up in in high school, until everybody else kind of caught up, I was able to just speed and get right through their line constantly, because they mostly just had the fat kids on the line, right?
Right.
They weren't really muscly.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
So I was actually pretty good. But that being said, when I had to do the lines and stuff like that, I was terrible. I didn't really understand football.
Okay.
I knew. I knew.
You understood the basics.
I understood the basics, but I don't want to keep track of like where the I don't know where the fuck the ball landed. Like, I'll throw a flag.
Oops.
That looked like a foul.
That should have probably been an interception, actually. All right, last try. Nope.
Oh.
All right. Well, it's all right. I didn't get a
Okay.
gold, but I got a silver, so that's that's.
Is that passing?
I mean, that was a specific get a. Just that situation. Like you were backed up against the 10-yard line. You had to kind of get out of there. But yeah, I mean, this goes as far, like I've already done all these basic drills, but like, just here's pass trajectories, how to use acceleration burst, field goal kicking, punting.
Cool.
Specific types of offense, that kind of stuff. It's really useful if you're not familiar with
I bet
Madden.
if I went through it, I would be a much better player.
Oh yeah. Yeah, without this stuff, like I would probably forget a lot of how to play these games in the like 6 months or so between when new one comes out and when I stop playing that one.
So is that basically the tutorial?
Yeah, and once you beat that opening scenario, it just dumps you right into that. If you want to do it,
Okay.
you want to back out, do some other stuff, you can.
Okay.
But so beating those earns you stuff for Ultimate Team. You get some card packs by beating those challenges. And Ultimate Team is a thing. This is how EA makes its money on these games.
Yeah, I saw some of this stuff.
This is a form of fantasy football, but also just collectible card game. You get these packs of cards, which you then use to build out a team. And you start out with a team that is like what I have here, which is to say Johnny Manziel is the best player I have, and he is a rookie quarterback, whereas all these other players are kind of like backups on other teams.
They have their actual stats?
These are the real player stats in the game.
Okay.
And I think you can get better versions of these players based on like different types of cards. But that said, this is what your starter pack looks like.
Okay.
The bronze guys are the worst players. The gold guys tend to be better. I think there's like platinum, or I don't remember what all the rankings are exactly, but there's different type, like a gold and elite are other versions of that. You can get coins by completing these solo challenges and playing head-to-head matches against people online.
How about that stuff you were just doing that does not carry here?
Well, that gets you is stuff that you can use to buy more packs as well.
Okay.
And I think you actually unlock some packs just by beating those.
Okay.
But playing through it is how you would theoretically unlock a bunch of new cards and improve your team. But if you want to do that a lot faster.
Yeah, what can you do?
Well, what you can do.
Well, tell me what you can do.
You can spend some money.
Like real money?
Real dollar money.
Like,
oh no, you don't have enough. Like, oh well, how much? What do I need to spend?
Well, what do I need to do?
Well, I can get 12. I can get 100 points for 99 cents.
What'll that get me?
That gives you enough, points to buy probably, a pack or two.
Oh, really? 100?
Yeah.
What will $100 USD get me?
12,000 points.
And 2,000 bonus points? That sounds like.
Well, no, 12,000 I think is the.
Oh, you're saying like if I were to times that by 12? I gotcha.
Like for instance, okay, 150 points is what you need to buy one pro
pack. So even at the cheapest, I cannot buy a pack?
Not a single pack, no.
For the lowest thing they have on there, I couldn't even buy a goddamn pack?
No, apparently not.
They don't even put it so that I buy 2 of those and I have 50 cents left. I gotta spend $1 more?
You officially uncovered the insidiousness.
Unraveled there.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
So $100, man, those are kind of expensive.
Yeah, this is. I mean,
well, how many cards in a pack?
There's I don't know.
800?
No, it's like 7.
Oh.
Yeah. No,
that sounds like less.
Yeah, it's not really a lot of that stuff. And I mean, look.
What am I doing with this?
You can. Well, I mean, you're building a better team and you're putting better players on it for fun.
But to do where? To take them
online and challenge people with it, or
can I not just play you with a team?
I mean, you could.
So it's your fantasy football team, basically, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, but with cards that they're doling out.
Yeah.
You don't get to do what is it called when you recruit players for your team? A draft, if you will.
Yeah, you're not. Well, no.
Okay.
Not like that, and not for that mode. But I mean, for me, I enjoy the Ultimate Team stuff, but I also never want to spend any real money on it. So it's like I never get super far into it because it takes a long time to build up a really good team.
Or you just buy $100, man. You roll, and $100, and it's random, right? I assume when you buy the packs.
Yeah.
So like you can spend $100 and you can get like probably doubles and dupes and all that stuff.
Yeah, and I mean you can burn off some of those cards and get I think like extra coins
like
or
refunds
points
or
like
something.
a little bit. It's not very much.
Stick them in your bicycle spokes and.
So I've jumped into the connected franchise mode here,
Okay.
which is fundamentally it's the same as this franchise mode has been for a while. You can you can start a game as a player if you want to become a rookie player and just like have a player career. You can do the coach thing, which is the standard franchise mode, and then there's the owner mode, which is still fucking terrible. In
Oh
this
really?
game. Yeah,
That's
it's
the
just,
one where you can like decide if they're selling pretzels or beer.
Yeah, and it's just the dullest thing. Like, unless you really want to move a team to some other city and just make it, different that way, there's not a lot of fun to be had with that.
Okay.
I tend to go with the coaching stuff. And so the thing that is new in franchise this year is this game prep stuff. What you have here is basically a preparation mode for each week's game.
Yep.
So in this case, I don't have anything really specific here, but let's say I was going up a team with a very good pass defense. There is a series of drills that I could then put my wide receivers through that would increase their confidence for the upcoming game.
What would that get you?
Confidence is sort of like a performance booster. If you're a young team and you're doing very badly, your confidence tanks really easily.
Okay.
If you're an experienced team and you're doing well, it goes up way higher.
Does that mean they'll fumble or they'll like miss?
Yeah, or
interceptions
they just,
something
in
more?
general, they just won't perform as well.
Okay.
Now, the way this is set up is that when you go into this, you have a certain number of hours per week that you can dedicate to this stuff. I've already used up most of them here, but in fact, I'll sim through this week so we can see what the next one looks like.
When did football become like inside computers and graphics and stuff? Like everything's shiny and chromed out and all the like machine graphics?
I want to say it's been that way for a long time.
Yeah, no,
actually.
it definitely has. Like,
Yeah.
like all that stuff, robots and.
Well, I mean, I think that sort of speaks to, I don't know, maybe some sort of latent societal belief that these are not humans that are playing this game. They are bred to be these football machines.
Okay.
Like there's the Fox broadcast robot guy. That's what humanity actually wants football players to be. Is these inhuman machines that just are capable of doing everything perfectly. And anytime they fuck up, they should be fired.
And then they could never get injured.
Yeah.
Or they don't feel pain.
Exactly. That's what people really want for their teams.
Okay. Yeah, because I just feel like I'm inside a fucking motorcycle engine here or something back. Like, what are you showing me? Is this a chamber of a gun? Like, I have no idea what's happening back here.
That is reasonable. Okay, so we're into the next week.
Okay.
So in this case, these are the things that I can develop. Like, these are the options. So let's say I want to develop my promising halfback, which is
He has a name.
yeah, his name is Shane Vereen. And I can do this for as many of these players as I want within the context of however many hours I have available. And doing that, as you can see, gives them some. So let's do that. Let's upgrade our running backs, and so this gives you some XP to boost them up as well, but also just gives confidence to like different players on your team.
Huh. Have you ever scrolled through, this is a real random question, have you ever scrolled through and seen that NFL Players Association logo not be there on one of those players? Like a dude who's just like, fuck it, man.
As far as I know, I don't think you can actually play in the NFL if you're not part of the Players Association. So coaches are different.
Okay.
Like, for instance, as a Pats fan, Bill Belichick is never in these games because he refuses to license his face for any of this stuff.
Huh.
I don't know why that is. I don't really understand his thinking, but he's a weird old grump, so I don't think there's really much to it beyond that.
Football coaches sound kind of awesome.
Yeah, they're kind of dicks in general. All right, so now I'm just gonna. This is just a straight up like, here is a little boost to everybody.
Okay.
That just gives you some prep for the next game.
And what's going on in the ticker on the bottom? This is real stuff.
That is just like real-time
NFL.com?
NFL news.
Okay.
That is something that has been there for a while.
And where are we in real NFL?
What do you mean?
What's going on?
We're I'm saying about a week and a half away from the NFL season starting up.
Okay.
Yeah, real close. So anyway, I've done that. I'm just gonna jump into a game here real fast.
Do you do any preseason stuff? Are you a big enough fan to go and like watch training and?
No. I like football plenty, but that is beyond even my level of interest. So we're gonna jump into this game real quick here. I can show you a little bit of the new broadcast stuff as well, because that is
Sure.
That is a back-of-the-box feature that they're very proud of. I'm not going to say that it's really that great.
We could play on the same team. Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. Sorry.
I always found that stuff to be, like, I feel like back in Nintendo days, it was, you know, one guy's going to be the quarterback, the other guy's going to be the guy that receives the ball.
Right.
Is that kind of still mostly how that stuff works? Or you have to choose the player? If you're not on the receiver when you pass to him, you're not going to be controlling him?
I think you can switch around.
Okay. You just can't knock somebody out?
No.
Like, I want to be this guy.
These load times are not the best either. And that's true of both versions of this that I've found, is that they're a little on the lengthy side.
There we go. I don't know what's happening, but
See,
the
look,
laser is firing.
more robot
Yeah.
shit, you know?
Yeah.
Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends. They know they'll be able to count on to make plays.
So this is some of the stuff they've added, is like these little like pregame and there's like a halftime version of this where this guy kind of runs down the big plays. It's not like a new thing necessarily for football games. It's just they've done a new version of it. Some of it looks better, like some of the camera stuff is better. But the commentary's not great.
I kind of like
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Touch my helmet, touch my helmet. Good luck, touch my helmet.
Touch me. All right.
All right, stop touching me.
Never.
Whoa! I don't like this.
Yeah, nor should you.
Like
So
this.
here's-
Oh no! Are they on strings? What is happening?
It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah. So a funny thing is that NHL this year, as the same type of thing with like the two famous commentators talking, but it's video. It's really that. It's like the real people, and it's like sort of transposed on like almost like a green screen version of the video. When I saw it at E3, I thought it looked kind of rad.
Okay.
We'll see how I feel.
That didn't look. That looked like the guy lost the texture for skin and was like, "I have sandpaper.
Yeah.
We could just use that."
I have a feeling NFL might switch to the NHL thing next year because I cannot deal with virtual. Yeah, I absolutely can't.
They should just put helmets on them. That's a cool camera angle. Run. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nope. Well, I'm okay. I'm down. Oh, the ball's down.
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
Yeah. So
My own guy.
this is not as prevalent
Who is
as it
that?
has
Who's
been.
that?
That's my fake coach. That's the one I made for myself. That's the
Uncle
guy.
Fester
No.
looking
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. No. This is the sequel to Fester's Quest.
He's running.
He's a football
team.
coach now.
I'm sorry. You were saying this is not like, what is it? Euphoria, or no, what's the engine? They
Oh,
have?
the Infinity engine.
Infinity.
Yeah, so a thing, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but there was a problem where once they implemented that stuff, everybody was tripping over everybody all the time. That is not as prevalent this year, but it is still an annoyance. And like tackling in general, blocking in general, all the real basic on the field stuff looks better, but it's still a lot of weird glitches, like especially once anyone gets tackled. Like their body just kind of goes limp in a way that does not look correct in the slightest. So they still got a ways to go on some of that stuff. Some of it's better. I don't know why I threw it to him.
Ooh, watch out! Almost.
Ow.
And with that, let's take a look at the last week.
All right, I want to get to the defense because there's one more thing I wanted to show on the defensive side.
When I was on offense, I really loved when they would do a screen because that meant I got to pull off the line,
Right.
and go run with the running back, and just usually you just blindsided a guy.
Oh, yeah.
Who just didn't see it coming. That
Just
was always
knock
pretty
them
fun.
right in the face.
Yeah, because they usually are like, "Hey, why isn't anybody here?" Because the other, I forget if the tackle of the guard would pull too.
Yep.
So you'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna run right through," and then you just
Receivers
get kind of
on this play.
clip that guy.
Snap back to Brady from the gun. Brady
Got him.
to find Julian Edelman.
He doesn't look happy at all.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of animation in these games.
Oh, yeah. And, again, asking everything to be but see, that's the thing I don't like, is that it looks like a crash test dummy. It's like that's the moment the car wrecks, and then the body just sort of limply flails everywhere.
Like it's like the Matrix, like somebody just unplugged somebody.
Yep. Not like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like this.
Oh, I was in the middle of a football
Yeah.
game. Zap.
Joe Pantoliano is somewhere in an alternate universe just pulling the plug on Julian Edelman.
On just NFL players.
Yeah.
against zone defenses. That's
Just bitching because he wasn't a first-round pick.
Oh, I really want to eat steak.
Football steak.
I forgot what football steak tastes like.
Kind of leathery.
So kind of like those announcers in the beginning?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, as soon as I can show the defense here, let's just jump back into
Sure.
a game that you and I can play again. We'll play through one full game, though probably not with 7-minute quarters.
No, probably not.
Yeah, let's maybe do like 2 or 3 minute.
2nd and 4.
Oh boy.
Got him,
No,
Gronk.
oh, he spiked it. That's illegal.
That's
isn't it?
allowed. No, one spike is legal. That's it. But you can't. So you can't do that when you're moving down the field. Like if you spike the ball between downs when you're in like the active field, that I
Okay.
think is a penalty. But if you do it on a touchdown when kind of your possession is basically over, they don't care.
Huh.
It's real specific that way.
Can you dunk over the field goal post?
That used to be allowed. I think maybe they're trying to crack down on that.
Is it just the showboating? They just don't like it?
It's the showboating. It's I don't know. The jokey thing everyone says is that it's the no fun league. Is what NFL stands for. I think it's more that just. I think they don't like it when players kind of go off script.
Okay.
Like they like games to operate a very specific way, and when they when they sort of choose to highlight themselves in that regard, it offends them.
Out of the University of Virginia, quarterback Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub has been a solid NFL quarterback for many years. He's
All right, so now we're moving to defense. Here's one more new thing about this year.
Okay.
Is that now there's a new camera system for playing on defense.
Hey, look at that.
So if their big thing is that, everybody has been a liability on defense forever because it's hard to know where to go or what to do. Having that camera perspective, having some of those like little mini game things with like the snap count and all that stuff, that's actually been really helpful in me kind of learning the best position to be in, the timing you need, that kind of stuff.
But even still, you hit perfect and you got wrapped up right on that lineman. It's
Yep.
not like getting a perfect's gonna.
No,
you're not gonna
it's not a
swim through
guarantee.
it, right?
And then, likewise, I've actually gotten way better at intercepting passes now, too. When you snap to a defensive back, just holding down the catch button at the right time, if you just get, it'll actually put your guy into position to catch the ball a little bit better, and it's actually really helpful.
What's there was like a Kona vision or something.
That is a tackling thing. So
That's
if you're
kinda cool.
that what that tells you is whether you're in a good position to actually tackle a player or not.
Okay,
so
so
like
if
if
you're
your
gonna
cone
connect-
is facing away from where the guy is, then you can't hit him right. If you have the cone kind of zoned in on him, you're more likely to get a good tackle on him.
Oh, jeez.
On the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
Their momentum is a little weird too. Like it seems like they tumble a little bit
Yep.
too much.
As a slot receiver, first down at the 42. Jones-Drew's going to secure the
Ugh.
Yeah, you're right. They totally just disconnect. Like,
Yep. It's like the soul just leaves the body for a second,
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna jump out of here. Let's you and me jump into a game.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah,
interesting. It's actually fascinating to
Yeah.
have somebody who can actually tell me what is happening here. I know there are a lot of buttons I will not know, like all these snap to, the receiver and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see they're making improvements here, and it's not just more football.
Yeah, and it's it's baby steps. It's always baby steps, especially considering there's no real competition in the game these days. Just real quick before we jump in, these never say never moments are just key moments from the NFL season that they sort of
Video?
it's they take the scenarios from the real
sure.
games and put them into playable situations here. You can still download community files, playbooks, rosters, that kind of stuff.
Community rosters, really?
Like custom rosters that people make, and you can download them if you like. You can make your own, share them, and just all the real basic stuff that's already been there. So it's not a huge leap forward. I think some of the things they've tweaked this year make it considerably better than last year's game.
Did you have to pick your favorite team?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why it's always
That's why it's the Patriots, because I always pick them.
All right,
I'm gonna try something different though.
I'm staying with the Jets until they win it.
All right, if that's how you want to go.
Who's the lowest rated team?
Oh God, I'm gonna say it's probably the Jaguars. At least it should be.
Weren't they the ones
They're a bad team.
Yeah.
Give me the Niners.
Okay, let me get back. Sorry, let me get back to. You know what? Let's go Buffalo.
Yeah, they never get any love.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Hit it.
I'm gonna let's see what is in the.
Want to see some different Bills uniforms?
Yeah. All right. Okay, this all looks good to me. That's what I. Nope. What color are you using?
I'm just using default.
All right, let's
Do whatever you want.
Yep. Perfect.
Do it.
Oh. Can we make it snow?
I don't know if we can in San Francisco, but let's see. Let's see what we can do.
What if it snowed in San Francisco?
Let's say 3-minute quarters. Weather, windy, rain, snow.
Yeah,
we can. Let's do it.
Are those all the options you got? It seems like they trimmed this down a bit.
No, I mean that's the basic. That's usually the kinds of options that they would have. Rain, snow, cloudy, clear. That's kind of all there is.
No night game or.
Oh no, night games are options.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are we doing a day game?
We're doing an afternoon game.
Okay,
yeah.
afternoon game. That's when the snow is the best.
Oh yeah. Afternoon snow in San Francisco.
It always tastes the best.
Vinny.
Yeah.
What if it snowed in Santa Clara?
Oh no. Dun 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 dun. Ow!
That's where the new stadium is.
What if it snowed and said, wait, new stadium for whom?
For the Niners. They're no longer a Candlestick. They've moved into their new studio.
When did that happen?
New
studio.
New stadium.
How's the new studio
this
working
year.
out?
They just opened it this year.
What? Really?
Yeah.
So what happens at the old stadium?
It stays there until they either decide to demolish it or do something else with it. I don't know.
Oh man, I'm not gonna be there. Like it's gonna be like one of those YouTube videos where they demolish a stadium.
It's a really old stadium. It's a really old stadium. I feel like at some point someone's going to be like, this is a historical landmark. We can't just demolish it. This is where like the Beatles played their last U.S. concert or whatever.
Is that true?
I think so, yeah.
What if they just fill it with like marshmallow fluff and let people jump in it?
I would move back to San Francisco in
Would
an
you?
instant.
Or would it just be a horrible death trap of
Yeah.
just like bodies? Like, we don't tell you what happens afterward.
Yep.
You just, here's a ticket. Sign this release form. Go crazy.
Nah!
Yeah, oh, just look away. Don't make eye contact. Just, they will steal your soul. I like how they're on for 2 seconds too. Why even bother?
Yep.
Why? You should show the back of their heads. It is snowing in San Francisco.
It is. Global warming, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's happening.
Yeah. I don't know if it's global warming or there's announcers or just terraforming the world.
They're terraforming.
It kind of
It's like the third quick look that terraforming has come up in since we've been doing this.
We've been doing a lot of stuff where, what is wrong with his face? He's just freckly, those video game freckles.
Yeah. There's definitely a pretty big difference between, you know, the marquee players and the players you've never heard of in terms of facial quality.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, hit that stick.
Let's go. That snow looks terrible.
Yep.
Why does it look so garbage? It's
Hey.
like,
Weather effects are hard.
but like on the ground, it.
I mean, you can see it like...
Okay, it's dithering a bit. Okay,
Yeah.
it just looked like big bloxy pixels.
Yeah, there you go. Like, you get down to the granular
Okay.
detail, it's a
Yeah.
little better.
Okay.
The game's a little hitchy, too. I don't know if you heard some of the little audio
So that's in the
there.
game. That's not.
That's the game, and also like there's a lot of little frame chunks. Like when it's starting to transition to stuff. Like it's not fully optimized, I would say.
Okay. This is pretty effective. I don't know if we're gonna be able to counter this, but you know, I'll give you a shot.
Let's see. See what we get.
What? Who do you pick when you're on defense?
I usually tend to stay defensive line or linebacker.
And let the rest of the guys go out there. And do
Yeah,
their
and my
thing?
reason for that is that I always feel like the second I start to take control of a player
you're gonna miss a route or
in
something.
the secondary, I'm gonna miss a route or I'm gonna fuck something up. I usually switch once if the quarterback is able to successfully throw the ball, I will usually switch players, which usually takes you to the player that is closest to the receiver.
Okay.
And if I can get in position and intercept the ball, I do. Otherwise, I just kind of tend to let the computer take over. Because I don't feel super confident in being able to properly do that stuff myself.
Sure. I don't know. Let's go out here a little bit.
Yeah, get a little angle on it.
Ah, late. Oh no! See, that was me. That was my. Oh jeez.
Bonk, bonk.
Help me up, man. Thanks. Thanks. I kind of
thanks, bro.
blacked out for like 2 seconds.
Oh, jeez. Where am I?
Whoa.
Why is it
That's a
snowing?
good move.
Why is it snowing in San Francisco? What is happening? Is this a dream?
Yeah, watch. There's one guy who just
Whoop.
goes, yeah, that's a good move though. You did that?
Yeah, I did that. Not necessarily on purpose, but I did that.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, I need to stop you.
I'd say that, among the stuff that I like in this game, I think the defensive changes are good. I like the new play calling stuff, though. It's a little convoluted if you are looking for a very specific play. Like, if you don't just want to sit there and look at the suggestions, if you want to actually, like, find specific stuff, like, you have to dig through a lot of menus to get there.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily new, but it's because of the way they've done it. It takes a little longer now. But I think by and large, the analytics stuff is good and a neat addition. I think everything else is just, like, fine.
Sure. Not broken.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways it's kind of broken. Like, I still hate the interface, and, I haven't had a chance to really get online or see how the servers are this year, but they're usually good in the EA Sports stuff. I will be reviewing this game, so, we'll see how I feel once. Oh, man.
Yep.
Once I'm able to get a little more time with it. Oh, that's right. It's Levi's Stadium. I forgot that was the name of the new one.
So this is the new stadium?
Yeah.
That is
Jeans
not open
Stadium,
yet?
basically. Pants Stadium.
501.
Denim Stadium.
I think it's time for Thundersmoke.
You probably shouldn't have told me that.
Whoa. Do you know what Thundersmoke actually means?
Yeah, more
Can
or
you
less.
translate that into countering my Thundersmoke?
Let's see.
The 49ers.
Oh, well, you know what? I called an audible. See? I wanted him. What? Just kidding.
So it's worth
Bounce
noting
around, yeah.
that when you're running up on guys,
Yeah.
X is a conservative tackle.
Okay.
That is a I'm going to wrap this guy up. I'm not going to punch the ball out or anything, but that's a good tackle.
How about what's the button that makes you tackle with your hands at your side? Or whoa.
Yeah.
Bad touch. My guys are just bouncing off of you.
So if you want to do a much harder but possibly miss tackle,
Yeah.
square is the one for
Aggressive.
that. That's the super aggressive tackle.
A little
button.
riskier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like that differentiation. And the hit stick is still there too, so if you want to line up a hit with that, you can still do that.
And then you don't have to push a button?
You don't have to push a button in that situation.
Perfect. Oh, but that's...
And Quan!
What? They can't even see the goal line. I don't trust this.
Yeah. For all you know,
We're like on the 50.
I actually did not realize I had scored there because I did not see
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like you said, I didn't see the thing.
Oh, man.
Ow.
Yeah.
Big lift to the defense. They got to get excited and go
Yeah.
there and hold it
Come
down.
on. I hopefully wasn't controlling that guy.
I bet you were.
No, I was controlling the coach. High fives, everybody. High fives. It's cold. Where are my gloves?
It's not a great looking John Harbaugh, I don't think. I don't think they quite captured the Harbaugh-ness of that guy.
Extra point.
Did he play for the Bears? Or was that Jim?
No, I think that was John.
From the sidelines, that last drive.
This is me trying to draw from Tecmo Bowl knowledge.
That is. If you get, I actually cannot remember most of the rosters of Tecmo Bowl beyond Bo. Just pick Bo Jackson. Whatever
Okay.
team has Raiders, pick Bo Jackson. All right, so now it is your time to bring
Shine.
the offense.
All right, bring the pain. Okay.
I don't think you're
How do
gonna
you
be-
touch back?
That's
Okay.
No return. The ball.
how. I like how like these dudes are wearing shorts and they're like ankle deep in the snow. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. You know, you can't account for everything.
Nope.
Well, you look at the case, first round pick of the Buffalo Bills when he played last year when he wasn't hurt.
Okay.
He played very well. But
New York's got a lot of football teams.
Yeah.
Especially for
I feel bad for the Bills because I feel like they've become this sort of beleaguered entity of New York football. It's like they lost all those Super Bowls in the 90s, and then they haven't done really much of anything since. And it's too bad because I think there's something to like about the Buffalo Bills. The fact that Buffalo has a sports team.
Yeah, and still has a sports team.
They also have the Sabres in the NHL. And the Sabres are a better team usually.
All right, let's do this. Okay, that's not the hike button. What is the actual hike button?
It is X.
That's into deep coverage.
Yeah, that's not.
That's everybody.
I'm going to say that was probably not where you want to throw it. That's probably not the best place to put the ball.
What?
Hurt ball.
He's just getting,
Yep.
man, watch this. Oh, boom. Football.
The NFL.
Yes?
EA Sports.
Oh, come on. Commercials?
Yep.
Can you not skip it?
I mean, you can skip it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can skip any of that stuff.
All right.
Dude, this is what these games are now. Like, they are trying to realize the broadcast presentation, and part of that is sponsorships. Like, even the WWE game has, like, Totino's ads in there now because that's true to the real life.
Does that stuff change over, like, network or something?
No. As far as I know, they don't change it. They just kind of build it in based on, who is actually sponsoring the NFL.
Okay, you got this. That's,
That was not.
You stole the ball from me.
And, I like how it says user pick, so you know that I did it and it wasn't the computer. Just want you to know that I did that. I did that.
I didn't even throw it. That was all.
I did that
I don't
to
even
you.
think I'm playing. I think this is AI. It was right to you.
Yeah.
I saw it when I let it go. So is X hike?
Yes.
Okay. It seems like it just pulls the camera back. Do you have to hit it twice or something, or hold it down?
I think you just got to give it a good solid press.
Okay. Oh, did you tap it, and is that the fake?
That might be the fake, yeah.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to go back on defense. Really, that was my whole plan.
It's a good strategy, just stay on defense as much as possible.
What do they say? A good offense.
Okay, so I just tapped it,
Yep.
and it just hiked.
Okay.
So
maybe I'm just not getting the cues right. Best key to a good offense is stay on defense.
yeah, I think
That's how that goes.
that's what Vince Lombardi used to say all the time.
Yep.
Or was that Gandhi? I can't remember.
I think it was when he was talking to Gandhi.
Now, was that when Gandhi was coaching the Packers? Because I can't.
I don't remember. I have to go back and play Tecmo Bowl
Okay.
again. You went nickel? You're crazy!
Oops.
Oh, yeah. I scared you.
Oh, no.
Yep. It's cold.
Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to
Okay.
make that
Yeah,
catch.
let's go
It'll
with this.
be 3rd and 7 now after that incompletion.
Pressure's on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, I was so close. Are you in?
No.
Okay.
Not quite there yet, but I'm close. 3-yard line.
Okay.
So,
This is where I shine.
By the offensive coordinator. Down in
What was he doing? Was he tying his shoe?
or the red zone
he didn't call timeout fast enough.
pass. They did that time.
All right.
So, do you watch football?
Not really. I watch it. I watch it for the. I think they got menus from like Denny's. I watch it. They're all laminated, all the plays and
Yep.
stuff like that. Okay.
There's little things, and then a lot of times you'll see guys on the sideline, like when they're calling the plays, like they put it up to their face so you can't see what they're saying.
Sure. So,
Because of all the lip readers they employ in the NFL.
I bet they would go for whatever advantage they can get, right?
Yep.
We've got a defense trying to
So I watch it when family or friends are watching it.
Sure.
I can follow football. Hold on, let me pick a.
They come to the line and it's first down.
I forget the name of the feature, but the SB Nation did a thing over the last couple of years where they would, I think it was like Breaking Madden or something, where they would try to create teams of like the most horrendous created players and all sorts of other stuff, just trying to bust the game. And they did it with NBA 2K also and some other stuff.
Did it work?
Oh yeah, they would just find just some of the most broken stuff.
Oh boy.
It's pretty hilarious.
I don't like what's going on here. I think there's a little holding on the field. Can I
Yeah,
challenge?
maybe I need to turn up the. No, you can't challenge penalties or not call penalties.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of penalties in this game at all, honestly. There's a little bit of false start stuff, especially if you're doing the fake snap, and if you have offensive linemen that aren't super great, they'll just they'll jump. But no, not really much in the way of penalties at all. I think maybe there's sliders for that stuff, so you can adjust it if you really want to. Me, I just like playing penalty-free football, even if
Sure.
that means that it is ignoring really messed up stuff that I am doing.
So standing next to the quarterback when he
Yeah.
hikes it.
If I just straight up tackle a receiver before the ball even gets there,
Yeah.
it will notice that, but
Watch this move.
nope.
Watch. Oh, yep. Spun around you. Wake up. I
Ow.
don't feel good.
Right in the solar plexus.
I have no neck. That's not going to be good. All right. I am ready.
All right, you got just under 2 minutes and 3 timeouts. This is your chance to score before the half. So
I am ready to make it happen. Okay. How do you bring up the passing menu?
what do you mean?
Like after I hike it, does it just bring up the routes or the? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, yes. Yes. Yeah. Why just no?
Ooh.
So is he gonna always pass it to him at the end of his route, or is he gonna pass it to the?
He's trying to pass it where he will be able to catch it.
He passed it. He was like 40 feet away from there.
Well, that was the direction he was heading in, though.
It was, you know.
You got to lead the passer a little bit.
He was leading him right into your guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was covered. You know, his zone coverage. So there were a bunch of guys just kind of in that vicinity. You remember zone coverage, don't you?
No, because I was a lineman.
Oh yeah, that's right. So if you actually dropped back in the zone, it was like once a game.
It was not supposed to be. I was not supposed to be that far away from everybody.
Right. Yeah, my parents never let me play football.
I got messed up playing football.
It might have had something to do with the fact that I was like 130 pounds wet most of my teenage years.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah, I broke my wrist. I messed up my neck. I got kind of messed up.
You got to keep these wide receivers,
Poof.
quarterbacks guessing. You just can't come out there and play man-to-man every play and think that's going to work. You got
That didn't seem very gentlemanly afterward.
Nope.
And then occasionally go man-to-man coverage.
I'll take the moons over my hammy.
Yeah, sadly, one thing they will never ever allow in this game is like skirmishes or fights on the field because the
stuff
NFL
happen?
does not like. Yeah, sometimes.
You must get some pretty severe fines.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get letters from the commissioner the second any of that stuff takes place.
All right, just go. Just go.
You didn't go.
I didn't go. Where's my pocket? Pocket collapsed.
I would say that the pocket had a giant leak in it from the beginning.
Leaky pockets?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who's supposed to be covering those two guys.
Ow. Oh, my neck. Oh, no. Nope.
Taking yourself.
Oh, that guy's paralyzed now.
Just taking yourself out of the game.
Yeah.
All right.
If you break your own neck, you don't have to play anymore.
Oh, jeez. All right. I'm ready to make touchdowns. Oh, jeez. 21
I
yards.
make touchdown now.
All right. I'm ready. Yes. You better be open.
Nope.
What happened? It's like somebody put crazy glue on the burl. Mahoney! I couldn't let go of it. Look at
even that guy's like, I can't. How am I coaching the Bills right now? Where did my life take a turn?
What life choices?
Yeah. He's just every bad decision he's made in his life.
It's just echoing right now in his head.
I could have. Oh God, I could have been a Jets coach. I could have worked for the Lions. They're good now.
I should have gotten to HVAC. My uncle, he said, come do air conditioning. And I said, I'm going to play football. Yeah, you can do this. Not there. Yeah, should knock it down. Oh, is it only third? I thought it was fourth.
Well, no, I caught it, so.
Right. I thought it was fourth and 400 yards. Well, this seems appropriate.
I'm going to do you a solid here. I'm just going to let this half. I'm going to let this half run out.
Oh, come on. We
still got a whole other half of football to play. So
I want to try and get the ball back.
You'll get it back in the next half. You get it first.
Check this
in the second half.
Fuck that plan.
That's a penalty. You got me. I'll give you that. That was.
I did. I was hard to miss when I was touching you when you snapped it.
I think you might have been over the line there. I will accept this penalty.
Okay.
Caught in the neutral zone right there. That'll cost him 5.
Yeah, he's a little too anxious. You know, all these defenders, they got one thing in common. You know what that is? They hate quarterbacks. They want to get.
You should probably stay on, unless you just want to keep dragging this out.
Never let this stop. I wanted to see if it actually let me move before you even got out of the huddle, which it did.
Still first down.
So that's actually kind of interesting. What was the penalty? Was that offsides?
Yeah.
Because it sounded like the ball was snapped.
No,
I didn't have a chance to run back.
Yeah, I don't know what I think you just gotten so far offsides that the game is just like, look,
asshole,
look.
hey dick, just quit fucking around and get back over there.
Fuckwad.
Yeah, just move it back.
Get your shit together.
Out of the shotgun. shotgun formation.
Oh, come on. Yeah! Fumble! Good.
No.
Oh, what?
Forward pass. Forward pass.
You didn't see that. Was
Forward
that,
pass.
How do I challenge that?
It's inside 2
PlayStation
minutes.
challenge.
It's inside 2 minutes. You can't do it. On the Xbox One version, I have found that you can yell timeout into Connect, and it will take
kinda
timeout.
Do you think
You can
do that
also
with
press a button, and that will also work.
Yeah,
so,
but yelling timeout sounds kind of cool.
For the catch.
I get the ball at the half, don't I?
yeah, you do. But first, I'm going to score this touchdown.
Okay.
Uh,
Not if I can offside you first. That's not a real
that's not a real football strategy, Vinny.
Do you think it would work with the PlayStation 4 camera? The
Gainer. Now it's time to
No, because that doesn't have. I don't think that has the mic support built in. That the thing has.
going now to his left.
Whoa, you got it. You got it. I got greedy.
Timeout!
On the stop.
All right, Alex. Sorry, we're back for a second. We had to bop out. There was a very
There's
weird
an odd noise. Yeah.
noise happening that we wanted to go check out.
But now that is
we're
fixed.
kind of like isolated in this little room.
Yeah.
Like the world could be ending outside.
Yeah. I have definitely.
I think
There's that noise again. That's not us.
it's like a swarm of bees.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Vacuum cleaning bees or something.
we're back. I was winning.
Yeah.
What happened?
First down.
What did you?
I did some trickery.
Did you take my points away?
I gave myself the 14 points code. I entered that while you were not in the room.
I did get the ball back through an interception.
But that did not do a whole lot for you.
That didn't do a whole lot for
All
me.
right, so now we're gonna get into halftime here. You can see what the little halftime show looks like. It's
Is it good? The Aerosmith?
no Aerosmith, but you do get a sick Verizon logo.
I don't like this ball. Fuck it.
Look back now at the first half. The 49ers are happy to be in front.
Hey, the snow seems like it deforms pretty well, at least on the field. When people are stepping around.
When that camera's lower, it's better. What's happening here?
So these are the basic stats of the game.
Well, who's talking?
This is a guy.
Oh, he's not like.
He's the pre-show and halftime guy.
The target here, and this play will go for 6. 49ers up by
Their commentary stitching has gotten a little better, like the way words kind of fit together when
Sure.
they're talking stats and stuff is a little better, but it's still not great. But I also feel like I've been kind of spoiled over the years because the NBA 2K stuff is still just so light years ahead of like every other sports game.
Now first and 10, Watkins is going to corral.
NHL, the EA NHL stuff is usually pretty decent too.
37.
You'd think they just would share all that stuff.
Yeah, I feel like they do share some of the stuff, and they share a lot of the interface stuff, which is not really the stuff they should be sharing.
Thanks, Verizon.
Yeah. All right, so now's your chance for redemption.
Woo!
You're only down 2 scores.
Yeah,
Still got 6 minutes of
Totally.
football left.
Totally, and you kind of just went for the
To the field.
point after touchdown
6
there.
minutes of football.
Go! You're my guys. You're my team to
Nope.
win the football game.
Ugh.
All right, okay. He's clapping. That means it's probably okay.
Yep. It is sort of funny how everyone just looks like they're dead until the other player next to them gets up and they're like, okay, I'm good. Just spring right up.
Are we still playing? Are we still playing football?
Yeah, we're still playing football.
No, I mean, that's
No, I know.
Always. Oh, there's that noise again.
Whatever.
That noise means it's time for me to come back. It's like a
That's the
really
Vinny-
bad vuvuzela. What do they call this thing?
Vuvuzela?
Yeah, it's a really lame one.
Yeah, it's just sort of
Oh, I forgot what I called. That's never good. That's good. Whatever. Sticky hands. Holy cow.
That brings the play to an end.
Damn.
The redemption of Vinny Caravella has been delayed by
Holy cow.
at least one possession.
The fucking Hamburglar over there. Just like,
Yoink.
let it go. You don't need the ball every time you pass by it.
Well, no, that's what they train them to do. That you're supposed to try to catch it or hit the guy or swat it down, you know?
Wait.
Ah! No. That's a slap of endearment in
Okay.
football. That's you slap the butt to
checking his
You
pads.
played football, you
Yeah,
know.
totally.
How much butt slapping was in your high school football?
You know, I don't think the high school coaches were allowed to slap the butts.
Well, what about the other players? Or would that be like sort of like a student harassment thing?
You know, it was kind of before that stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, there was screaming, cursing, butt slapping, cup checks. You know, we did.
I feel like butt slapping is one of the most integral parts of NFL football.
You also have some pretty decent padding back there. Oh yeah. No, you don't get to go to that line.
Short of the
Do
first.
you ever watch like the arena football when that's on the TV or
no,
anything? Yeah, no,
no.
it's pretty bad.
That's basically just like American Gladiators, right?
I mean, no, it's the 50-yard indoor war. It's not good football. I mean, Kiss owns a team, and there's now a team called the LA Kiss in arena football. So
Do they have awesome makeup?
they have giant flames all over their uniforms.
Okay. Don't they like not have out of bounds or anything?
Yeah, there is no real out of bounds is when you run into the wall along the field. And I think that's technically
Do
out.
people get like checked into the wall?
Yes, there's a little bit of like wall checking in arena football.
And they play on roller skates, right?
No.
Okay. Maybe I've never seen arena football.
Yeah. There's arena football.
rollerblades, then.
There's like a UFL or AFL or something. There's another like minor football league that nobody watches. I only know it exists because there's a Connecticut team.
Oh.
And every time I drive through like New Haven, I see the ads for the team.
Yeah!
Oh, you got it.
Yeah. Don't run, right? We're done here, right?
Yeah, stay in the end zone. You get it out to the 20.
Okay. Wake up. You're okay. Get up.
Oh.
There's a lot. We've had a big interception.
There being a lot of interceptions in Madden is not a new problem.
Okay.
It is something that is kind of prevalent in at least the last few years of this game. I still think it's a little too far tuned toward interceptions being just happening. Again, I think that is a slider thing that you can adjust to a certain degree, but I just by default the AI is real good at picking stuff off.
I was just gonna say maybe that's like the pro level stuff and all.
Some
all
of that,
pro.
yeah. I mean, definitely when you turn up the difficulty, it becomes a lot harder to complete passes.
That,
That's the sound of a Buffalo Bills fan.
jeez. There's an actual buffalo in the stands. Go! Yes! Give it back. I don't know how you did not catch that ball.
I don't think
you
that
should
guy's
fire
good.
that guy.
Yeah, I don't think that guy's very good at catching.
I think his hands are frozen into claws. Oh, that's he's not gonna put him back on the bench, thaw him out a little bit.
Yeah.
No, you have to open your fingers.
After the incomplete pass.
You know, your guys are just getting too complacent.
Obviously,
They're
yeah.
just- All right, I'm ready now.
Lines up here.
Go.
Everything up to this point has just been
Yes.
practice.
Oh, what?
Yep.
That's not where he was supposed to be.
Okay, now you're ready. Now you're ready.
It might take me one more play.
Okay.
I really thought we were going to go around. Okay, maybe you just had a really good defense.
The Niners do have a fairly good defense as teams go.
Oh, you think? I see what you're thinking. You're going to be sorely disappointed, my friend, when he gets the ball. Truck stick.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. This is not.
That's my favorite down.
This game would play out.
Yeah, those are not great stats that you've got going on there. Now, if you want to back out of this, you want to go for it. Just hit circle.
No, I'm just getting rid of it.
You're punting?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I'm like in the end zone.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, some Madden players they don't like to punt. You know.
Huh.
I am usually in favor. Oh no!
Oh damn! Oh sugar! What?
I don't.
Find a way to score. That's all.
I don't think that worked out so well.
Why did? That's not even where. It was like look how bad the pass was.
Well, I mean, he's like a special teams player. Like he's not even a good.
He can throw a ball.
He's a punter.
It didn't even have.
Punters can't throw balls. They're not good at it. They punt. They use their legs. The arms are not developed the way the legs are.
Is it illegal to like put somebody else in somebody else's uniform?
Position for the offense.
What you mean, like, is like try and fool somebody?
Like put
into-
the quarterback in like the punter's
No,
uniform.
you have to wear your own uniform. Like
Really?
they have to call you out by number. If there's no like.
disguise.
Yeah, you can't disguise your players in different uniforms.
That would you know, we're gonna put the fun back in the NFL.
Yeah.
The offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his
That was a good run.
You're in the red zone.
I'll recognize that.
He's going to be on this call.
I think that's the end of this quarter anyway. All right, one more quarter, Vinny, and then
And then
we're gonna call this.
what happened?
That's the end of the quarter.
Oh, that is actually
that was the end of the
quarter.
actual end of the quarter.
3 quarters in the books.
Okay. There's a clone army of cameramen behind you. That's a lot of Gatorade.
It is an official sponsor of the NFL.
They seem like there are a lot of sponsors of the NFL.
Yes, there are a number of key brands that want to extend their awareness by being associated with the NFL. Brands.
Second down.
That sound you hear? That is the sound of branding.
Branding. All right, we stop them here. We win. Oh my God. Yeah! That's the goal line?
No, but close.
If I'm on the defense,
I played. Whoa.
Yeah.
what I'm doing,
Oh, everybody.
that it is a run.
Hit the power switch.
Throw it,
Sleepy time.
of course it'll be a touchdown.
Where's my goal line?
I think you just want like you like Sam Blitz there.
Yeah.
That is a goal line kind of
Why
deal.
they just call it goal line?
Well, if you go into the packages, it would probably be under the goal line package, but that's
I
not
see.
it's not necessarily the name of the play.
I was way late. Oh, damn!
You got me,
Should have just popped the ball out.
Manny Lawson.
Whoa, hey. No dancing around this guy.
Decisive when you're down near the goal line.
Cool.
You're throwing the pass as a quarterback. That time he was not, and he takes a huge sack.
It does take a huge sack.
It's now second down.
I had a decent number of sacks.
Left and this one now.
Like,
Back in a moment.
and fumble recoveries.
Yeah,
Like,
but not points.
I think I ran a fumble back in once or twice.
We're back.
Yeah, I think they're like drilling upstairs.
That sounds reasonable. That seems like something that would be happening.
Like, again, this could be alien invasion, like kind of boring its way through the building. We wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Like, we're like in a room.
I do one day expect to walk out of this room and suddenly find the rest of the world just like in nuclear holocaust mode.
Or just like the rest of the building gone.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh geez, this is all you.
Oh.
Oh, that's just a push.
It worked though.
That's
It kept
a
me
lot
out.
of upper body strength.
Kept me out of the end zone.
Yeah.
And that's hard with Frank Gore because he's basically just like a sentient bowling ball.
Goal line, so what will the offense do? They
That's
better
how you
be
break an
creative,
arm.
That's all I know.
Well, it certainly looked like he broke something.
Got it.
The football sits at the 3.
The football being played. All right.
The defense is ready to plug up the middle.
Yeah. Okay, that's a stop.
Gains.
All right, I'm just going to take the field goal.
Get in the situation.
Wow.
And by that, I mean I'm actually going to go for it.
Okay.
They know. They
It's a fake.
Because, whatever, I don't get it. You're still on the 2-yard line, so...
This is true. It's what they call great field position. And let's go with a little.
Going for it on fourth down. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front.
Yeah. Oh,
Nah.
You found it. Is that you? Did you take that in?
I did.
Nice.
Yay, football!
Offense goes for it. The defense is all excited. They want to try to stop them, and they make bad mistakes and give up the touchdown.
Very harsh. Very harsh
Yeah,
on your
come
performance.
on.
Phil Simms is not having it.
That thing playing Phil Simms.
After is
Okay.
Yeah, the demon inhabiting the body of Phil Simms does not care for the way you've been playing football.
It's like that alien in Men in Black, just wearing a Phil Simms suit.
Yep. There's a giant cockroach inside of him that just wants sugar
Just
water.
drinking sugar water. All right, I think I know what's
Sugar.
up.
In water. First down.
You all right, Phil? Doing all right?
Phil is doing great.
All right.
Do not question Phil.
Okay, man, you're kicking him out of the park.
Yep.
Oh, hey guys, you want to put some boots on or something? Nope.
Well, to be
Doing
fair, no one in San Francisco has snow gear.
Lost feeling in my feet 20 minutes ago.
All right, this is your chance for redemption.
Okay.
Get a score off.
Okay. Don't look at what I'm picking. Definitely.
I'm looking at the screen, but I don't know
Oof,
which play you're picking.
That's a
so-
terrible name for a play, but
All right.
The Bills are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field.
Yeah, you know,
Spiller is in the back.
I feel like he's using sneer quotes around offense at this point.
Yep. He is judging you.
Yeah, brother! You know what? Oh, I thought you had it.
I thought I had it too.
Just not a good
He is just the worst at that.
What?
maybe on the sidelines they keep calling the wrong plays, but he's attacking.
Burp.
the strength
Wait.
of the
Oh, and man, the other guy almost. No,
Oh.
no. It's cold.
Yeah.
But that was, I really liked what was happening there.
Second down coming up. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid
Nope.
being sacked for a third.
It's the only way I'm going to win now. Yes! Come on. How many players do you have on the field? Ah, for crying out loud. Whoa! What was that?
I dove early. I thought I was at the goal line,
You
but I was
made
not.
everybody explode.
that time by the defense, not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Hey, suggest something, Coach. Maybe you should stop playing.
Maybe you
Thanks,
should
Coach.
just try something else.
Thanks, Coach.
Have you thought about the service industry?
Let's see what's going on. You come on. Yeah, okay.
For the touchdown.
What?
No, I got the touchdown.
What?
Yeah, I got that.
Has anybody ever scored 100 points in a football game?
If you could see him, you could.
I don't, not that I can recall. I think the most I've ever seen a team score was like 60 something.
Ah, that's pretty high.
And that never happens.
Yeah.
Extra point.
That you must feel real bad on that day.
Yeah, like your defense
just
just kind of
gave
gave
up?
up at a
Yeah.
certain point.
Set up that score.
All right. Now is your chance for redemption.
Okay.
Then the touchdown.
I believe in you, Vinny.
Okay. You're obviously going for an onside kick.
Kickoff.
Nope.
It's a fake.
It'll be a touchback.
Hey!
I mean, you should probably just aim for like the 2. You'll probably get me there.
Yeah. All right.
Do they kick it out that
do you-
often? during the
Pretty
games?
often now. I mean, they adjusted the where kickoffs are done from a few years back.
Oh, you're kidding.
So they made it so it's a little harder to get a kick that you can actually run back. I think the reason for that was safety, because kickoffs are where injuries tend to happen the most.
Oh, because people are running full speed.
Yeah. When it's just like 11 guys running
Yeah.
full speed at 11 guys, there's
Right.
a greater chance for one of those guys
Yeah.
to hurt themselves.
For arms to be in the wrong place.
Exactly. So, but I mean, there are
ACL.
still people who can, do kickoff returns and stuff. It's just harder now.
Back for a third time. First
Okay.
down at the 20.
Okay. Just, it's a quick, it's supposed to,
Almost intercepted.
I think you're going to need to throw some deep routes here because
just, do you see you're saying it's time to
I
go
think it's
long?
time. I think it's time to give up on the short game.
Go long or go home?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want you to make the catch.
Okay. It's, don't look. Definitely.
Definitely don't look at your Hail
Definitely.
Mary that you're going to throw. Okay.
I like under Hail Mary, the options are Hail Mary, or Hail Mary.
Yep. At least one of those feels like it should be like, full of grace.
Or just, like, quick route.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah!
Gets a sack.
I feel like that was time. Oh, he's all cut up.
The football, the left side of the
Yeah, he's a little banged up.
He should have just fumbled at that point. Like, you had, like, 10 guys back there.
and he goes down for the sack.
All right, you got 2 more downs.
And 2 more Hail Marys.
On the way.
20 seconds. Can you do it?
Yes.
Williams is in the slot.
Poof! Oh,
Oh, it bounced into my hands.
What is even happening?
Why did I not get tackled there? I don't understand that in the slightest. I absolutely do not get
What were
that.
you doing? They're not even going to show a replay?
Oh, no, they better show a replay of that. If not, I'm going into the replay to show what happened there, because bonk, bonk,
Okay, that made
bonk.
sense.
What? That guy
Okay.
just gave up. He was
Yeah,
like, all right, I guess he's down. Wait, no!
Okay.
Crap. You know what? Hold on.
Yeah.
We need to take a look.
You
at
want
this.
to take one more?
Yeah, let's take a look at the
another
instant
look.
replay here at how this all went down. Yeah, someone's definitely drilling something
Yeah.
somewhere. Anyway, all All right, there's the ball. Let's get the camera. Let's move stuff around. Yeah. I do not love their camera movements here. All right.
Okay, so
what is zoom?
Like, is it just one of the sticks?
Oh, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Bonk.
Yep, that's legit. Hey,
Dunk.
good catch.
And then
nope, not for you.
And then let's see. What is this guy doing? What is this guy? Look at this guy. He's just
The guy who's standing with his back to the play.
yeah. He's like, oh, I guess nothing's happening.
Oh, football's over.
Oh, no! Oh God!
And wait, you can't. Can you hold a guy and start blocking a guy off the line of scrimmage? You just tie up a guy
You can jam a guy within, I think, like 5 yards
of the line of scrimmage.
of the line of scrimmage.
It looked like somebody was just kind of
You know, a little,
yeah.
Are you saying there's a little PI in there that was not called?
maybe. I don't know what settings you did.
I didn't really.
did not
these
do.
are all the default settings, man. Like I've barely touched anything.
Playing with your robot.
Yeah. Oh God.
Trying to hide the ball up the back of his shirt.
And I believe that is a football game right there. Good game. Good game.
Good game, man. Good game.
No, just kidding.
Hey, you know what? Maybe you should talk to my uncle. He runs a car shop, and
Yeah.
he can.
Maybe you could work the front desk or something. I don't know.
There's things to do. There's things to do.
Yeah. There's always work. There's always work out there. So this is Madden 15.
Yeah. Thanks for showing it. It's fun to play against somebody who can tell you what you're doing or
at least give you an idea. Yeah.
Show what the heck is happening.
I am no expert Madden player.
Oh, geez, look at that.
I just, when they're good, I enjoy it. And what I'll say about this year's game, at least so far from my experience, has been, I feel like if you've held out for a few years,
Yeah.
this is maybe one worth picking up because
Cool.
they've just fine-tuned enough things to where I don't feel too bad about it. That said, if you've been buying every year, I don't know that any of the changes this year are super overwhelmingly great. You know
But
what
if
I
you've
mean?
been buying every year,
You're probably gonna buy it anyway.
buying every year.
Yeah. So this is at the very least to me more impressive than last year's game, but considering they just ported the old gen version to the
Yeah.
new gen, that's not necessarily all that surprising.
Do they have any kind of like subscription thing? Like, is there a
Well, there's that EA
Madden
Sports
season?
Access thing, which gets you access to a demo of this game early.
Oh.
And there's some other stuff tied to that. I don't know.
Okay.
I think all of that stuff is kind of dumb, personally. I don't see the value in it myself.
Don't necessarily need it to enjoy yourself. Some Madden 15.
I don't love EA games enough to necessarily want to subscribe to them,
Any other anything else?
No, that's the basic stuff.
Okay.
Everything else is kind of what you would expect from a Madden game.
What is that? 4,000 coins. Ultimate
That's
Team?
the Ultimate Team stuff that we were talking about.
Oh, that's how
earlier.
many coins you have?
That's how many coins I have saved up right now.
Okay.
So.
You can go buy yourself something.
I gotta buy myself. Well, actually not yet. I need like 7,500 to buy a.
Buy a pack, man.
I don't have enough to buy a pack yet.
Wait, I thought it was 100 a pack.
No, it's 100 points. Coins and points are different currencies. This is what you should put together.
I should not. I should shut my mouth.
Yep.
I always ask one too many questions.
That is Madden NFL 15. It will be out this coming week. Look for a review soon.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you.